Welcome to Front Runners Podcast, where coronavirus is our number one topic, always, forever. Even when it's dead, it's always our favourite topic.
I think we should make a rule. We have to talk about coronavirus every podcast.
Even if this is still going in 10 years' time. And there's a new virus, I'm going to talk about coronavirus.
Yeah, I love coronavirus.
Today, to stick with tradition, it's been announced this morning the Bahrain GP will take place behind closed doors amid coronavirus fears.
Done.
What do you reckon about that, Sam? Oh.
Yeah, we're down a member. A member?
It's been a big falling out.
We're down a front runner.
Basically, Sam caught coronavirus. That's what's happened.
We're calling it right now.
We're quarantining him.
Yeah, Sam's in quarantine.
Sam's in quarantine, and he coughed in my mouth. So we're really angry we've had a falling out.
Yeah. So Key's also gonna develop it in about 2 weeks' time. Is it 2 weeks? It takes 2 weeks.
I don't know, but I've been going around licking handles of everything just to make sure I undo everything that this Bahrain GP cancellation has done.
We've also been stocking up on toilet roll.
I've not just been doing that. I've been using the toilet roll, rolling it back on, and putting it back in the packet. So when everyone buys it, they touch it all and get it.
Anyway.
Yeah. So the 2020 Bahrain GP will be held without fans in attendance due to concerns over the coronavirus outbreak.
So when was this race due?
The Grand Prix is set to take place on the 22nd of March, a week after next weekend's season opener in Australia.
So 2 weeks?
Which is my birthday, guys.
2 weeks?
But with coronavirus cases growing in the Gulf Kingdom, Bahrain race organisers say it will be an only televised event. Which is good, at least they're holding it and they haven't cancelled the race, because that was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can drink in Bahrain, so I have no interest in going there anyway. You know? But it said in a statement, in consultation with our international partners and the Kingdom's National Health Task Force, Bahrain has made the decision to hold this year's Bahrain Grand Prix as a participants-only event. A statement read on Sunday. As an F1 host nation, balancing the welfare of our supporters and racegoers is tremendous responsibility. Given the continued spread of COVID-19 globally, convening a major sporting event which is open to the public and allows thousands of international travellers and local fans to interact in close proximity would not be right. It would not be the right thing to do at the present time, but to ensure that neither the sport nor its global supporter base is unduly impacted, the race weekend itself will still go ahead as a televised event. Can I just say, I'm going to be watching this in a pub, most likely. I am more likely to get it there than in an open-aired sporting event, I feel. With a lot of fans in a pub. The same as the England games.
The thing is, you don't know. I mean, you could be in a pub and people have gone on holiday. You don't know, do you?
Well, we were just in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, that is really scary. Yeah, literally.
UAE have had cases.
They quarantined a hotel on Yas Island, and we were two hotels.
A few days later, we were there a few days before.
We were on Yas Island, but we've been home 3 weeks.
Been home 3 weeks, and to be honest, only 7 of my family members have died, so I'm not that worried about it.
No.
Yeah, so and it can't be. It's got to be a coincidence.
Yeah, and I have a girl I work with went to the Philippines and she's fine.
Yes.
Which they were temperature checking everyone there.
Yeah.
At malls and
I did
stuff.
see something about people traveling from certain countries would be asked to.
The thing is,
would be screened as they're coming in, and UAE was one of them.
But all the people that work for F1 or all the teams, the workers, are they all being
Well, they'll probably be screened as they enter the track.
Yeah.
Because obviously if the drivers or anyone like it, already fucked.
No.
But they are in Italy. I saw it on here. Sorry. Dead air.
Okay, no, but because when I've never really watched many F1 races, so I don't really know. But when you're watching it, do you hear the crowd cheering?
Yeah, with certain races.
Even if you're not there, which most people aren't, you're just watching on TV. Is it going to change the impact of you watching on TV? Is there going to be less of
It seemed weird, I think. Imagine a podium with no one down
there.
there.
When they celebrate when they're winning, they're very
people run down the track, especially there.
No one's going to be there doing that.
No, it'd be a bit awkward. Obviously, the teams would still be cheering
Imagine
them on
watching
and
like
all
a
that sort of stuff.
football game.
That has happened, hasn't it? This week, the rugby game. I think there was an international
Well, no one
game
was there.
held under closed doors.
See, that would be
and there
weird
were
'cause it
people
would just be
climbing
silent
the
and
buildings
you'd just be-
outside trying to see over into the
You'd
game.
just be throwing the ball like no one
Yeah,
would care.
and like you wouldn't want to even celebrate. You'd just be like, all right,
Aw,
it's just not the same.
that's
Anyway.
so sad.
The Italian government, meanwhile, has added further concerns for F1's opening races on Saturday night when they announced everyone living in several of its northern regions would be quarantined. Individuals from those areas must be guaranteed special permission to travel until the 3rd of April. And Ferrari are based in Modena, one of the most affected regions.
Oh, really?
And if they've already said if Ferrari can't make it, there will be no race. So the whole F1 calendar could be fucked. Could be fucked big time. We might not even
That is quite.
see certain rate not just it won't be just the Chinese
The
Grand
thing is, you
Prix.
can't just like because obviously the Chinese one's been postponed,
I think the
till
Vietnam
God knows
one will
when.
be as well.
but that's like a lot to. Because when do you call that you can go ahead with these things? Like when do you?
It's hard, isn't it?
People
But I
aren't going to
think-
stop getting it.
I think, guys, live your dang life.
Well, I think you can quarantine as much. Like I guess in China it's different. Like,
It's spreading anyway.
Because like I feel like it's really big. Like wherever it was originated.
I sound like I got it, but I actually choked on my drink before I turned the camera on, so don't be
Or
concerned.
I keep sneezing lately, and I'm like,
I don't think we have it, don't worry.
no. But like that's the thing, you can't keep like. Even on Daily Mail it keeps popping up and it's like 200 cases in the UK and I'm like, think how many people there are in the UK. Like,
Well, not just that, but right, they've said 80% of people who get it will be absolutely fine. It'll be mild case, right?
yeah,
Further 20% will get a slightly severe case,
yeah,
but only 2% in total will die. So of them, it's not just 80% of people be okay. It's 98% of people will be okay.
Yeah.
And if you have like a compromised immune system and things like that,
yeah.
then that's when you'll be. If you haven't got a compromised immune system, you can't not live your life. Just go and live your life. You can't let this
You
thing.
have to go to work.
You have to go to work. You have to be able to enjoy yourself.
Enjoy
Also, if you're gonna
events.
just sit in your house for 2 weeks, you might as well fucking get it.
Did you read the thing? Because this is so off topic and not F1. But Justin Bieber announced a stadium tour, and then apparently they've moved it to arena. Like some of the shows or a show they moved to an arena because of coronavirus. And I was like, nah, it's just because he couldn't sell out the stadium.
Probably because he couldn't sell a stadium. Yeah.
That's the real truth.
But because what difference would it make going to an arena which is
Would
smaller
be
and more packed in?
and you're inside.
You're more close together when you're in
so
arenas.
that just I had to get that out because that did make me laugh.
Yeah, he just couldn't sell it.
You just couldn't sell it. Yeah, like get real.
Yeah, he's loaded though. He don't give a shit.
I know, but
Yeah, he's a melt. But yeah, it's a worrying thing because I think, guys, don't go buying hand sanitizer. Just wash your hands as normal. Don't go licking bars of stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's harder.
I don't think it's that. I think if it's loads of people have it, you're gonna catch it. Like you're gonna. I don't think just washing your hands is gonna save you.
Yeah, you're gonna catch it. Don't worry about it. Don't
You
don't
can't- you
not
can't
live your life.
stop
If
it.
someone invites you to the pub next week, go. Do not
I think
stop
it's
living your
more-
life.
It's more media that
Yeah,
hype it
but it's a
up.
lot of people. Most people, it will be a mild flu.
And I still want to be able to buy toilet roll. And if you're all stocking up on it, then
Yeah, your grandparents are old enough. They've had a good life.
no, Sam,
No.
don't say that. Just don't visit them if you have it.
Yeah, just don't. If you feel ill, don't visit people that could potentially be at risk of this. But to 80% of you, you're going to be fine, and 98% of you will also be fine. You might just have a slightly severe
Yeah.
case of it, but don't
Anyways.
ruin your life because otherwise you might as well just get it.
Yeah.
If you're going to sit at home for the rest of your life scared of getting ill from something, you might as well.
Yeah.
You might
now
as well
I feel
just
like
get
we're
it.
just doing a PCS.
I'm just saying, it's annoying me.
PSA. Is that what they call a PSA on coronavirus? Live your lives, guys.
Whatever.
Don't let
They're
coronavirus
like-
scare you.
And the government, like, for fuck's sake, what are these two saying?
Yeah, we're like, they're like quarantine, lockdown, and we're just like,
Look,
just
guys,
go
just
out and
Go
hug
and-
each
look,
other.
go and get off with that guy down the road. Go and cough in his mouth. Go and spit in your nan's mouth, even when she has severe asthma.
I do want to buy hand sanitizer. At work, they have like it on the door, like wipes and shit.
I'm not.
And I'm like, what if a customer comes in and coughs on me and like?
I literally have the most unhygienic job in the world.
But right,
I'm
my
not
immune
gonna worry
system.
about
I
it.
used to never get ill when I was purely like a stick. Now I get ill quite.
No, not really though. You don't get badly ill.
Yeah, but I get ill more than what I used to.
I had my tonsils out and I have not been ill since. Really?
Like in terms of like, I've only had the flu once
I haven't
in my life.
I used to get severe tonsillitis and
I
be
think.
fluey like once every 2 months, and I'd be off work for like 2 weeks because it would be so bad. I haven't had anything near
now
it
we're
since.
just talking about bloody flu.
Now we're just talking about how I'll survive it, most likely.
Anyways, F1, no people are allowed
That
in
being said, if
Vietnam.
I die
Is it
for
Vietnam? No, not
No,
Vietnam.
Bahrain.
Bahrain.
Yeah, but if you have plane tickets to Bahrain, you're fucked. You're still not getting the money back because they haven't. But you will still be able to travel to Bahrain, so just have a holiday.
Question: if you had tickets to Bahrain to visit, watch the GP, would you still go to Bahrain?
I'm still going.
You
I'll
would
just have a
go.
holiday.
Yeah, it's a hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's like
It's like it's
by
a
Abu
Gulf
Dhabi.
country. Yeah,
Is
it's
it
not
by-
it's not far. Yeah, it's Middle East, I think. So just go and have a holiday. Don't worry about it. If you catch
Yeah.
it, you'll be home before you get it, and you'll be giving it to all of us.
do you reckon any of the drivers are worried?
Yeah, because it's been bigged up so much. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying, and it's been bigged up so much that everyone's worried.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think we're gonna get quarantined,
Well, us personally.
or do you think like they'll be like UK cities on lockdown? You
No.
don't?
I think by the time it gets to like our cities, it's
Because
fucking
apparently
gone,
in
innit?
like where it originated, I don't know whether this is true. I hate saying things when it's, but the guy that I was reading about, he said that like they weren't allowed out, and if they did go out, they'd be arrested.
Where was that?
That guy in China,
Oh yeah, but China.
the one
they're
that
like,
had it before it was like.
Yeah, but China, I'm
coronavirus.
surprised they haven't put them in all like
Yeah,
fires
but do you
and started
think
burning
do you
people
think that
with
would
coronavirus.
happen?
No.
Like
I can't see how they could
say
do
there
that
was a
here.
mass pandemic in London, which there probably bloody will be.
Yeah, but if this isn't plague though. This is like a flu. For most people, it's flu.
Yeah, but you get pneumonia.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Most people. It said on this thing the other
You
day.
got pneumonia.
The majority. I didn't. I had pleurisy actually. Most. It's different. Most people will
Not
just get mild. I had. Yeah. Most people will just have mild symptoms. And then I think it's the other like
Okay.
19% of people or whatever will get something like pneumonia caused, but not everyone gets it though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that being said, what do you think about what will happen with? Because is Vietnam next?
Yeah, I think that'd be the next.
Do you think
one
that
to
will
go
be the
down.
same, or do you think they'll just cancel it?
I think they'll cancel it.
Do you? It's April 5th, 9th?
It's not. It's more. I think it
dunno.
might be because there's a lot more people. I don't know the statistics, but I'm imagining a lot more people there get it and they're less equipped. And Bahrain's a very rich country.
Isn't it really
they-
polluted there? And they wear the mask because
I
of
don't
pollution.
think. Not probably not there. They'll probably like breathe it in on purpose there. Be like, hey, it's fine, because yeah, it's one of these countries that I think they're quite like a.
What's the one
developing
after that?
country.
Spain?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure the order, but
I think it's
either
Spain.
way, I think a lot of these fucking places are going to be cancelled, and we'll just have to deal with it. But I think maybe Vietnam's the next one that'll take a hit, whether that
Yeah.
be through that or not. It's worrying. I hope it's not cancelled because it just fucked the whole thing up.
Yeah, I think it's... That one's not up. Wait,
One
no.
after that, it goes
It goes
reading through.
Bahrain,
I always forget the order.
Bahrain, Vietnam, yeah.
So Vietnam's after Bahrain.
Yeah, oh yeah, 5th of
Oh,
April.
hang on, what's this one?
That's just a picture.
Oh, right, okay.
Then
Vietnam.
China, which has already
China's
been
gone.
whatever. Netherlands, May.
Oh, that's a new
Then
one as well.
Spain.
Yeah. I think the deeper you get into it, it start dying down a little bit,
Yeah.
hopefully. But
Well, we're going to
I
be
think
fun,
to
May,
cancel
so
spectators is
hopefully-
extremely stupid because you're still allowing them same spectators to enter your country. Just screen them at the airport.
Yeah.
You're still allowing people in. They say if you got a plane ticket, they'll screen you at the airport. You'll be allowed in. Well, why
Yeah.
can't they go
Why
to the
can't they
track
go
then?
to the
They're already
thing?
going to be mingling with your people anyway
Yeah.
at all the places you've got set
The
up.
thing is, you can't. It's not like they're staying at like one. Like they're probably staying in like apartments or hotels. You can't police what everyone's doing.
Well, they requested lists of names from people flying from certain countries, and they were going to screen all them people.
Why don't they just
And
screen
UAE
everyone?
were
I
on
think
that
if you get
fucking
off a
list.
plane, I think at this point, if anyone gets off a plane anywhere, they should be screened.
Yeah.
Don't you? Would
But-
you travel if you had a holiday? If we were going to Abu Dhabi tomorrow, Like, would you?
Yeah.
Would you be scared?
No.
You wouldn't be scared.
No.
I don't think I'd be
You
scared.
realise not
I think-
everyone gets pneumonia. That's like a misconception. That's a misconception.
Yeah, right,
You'll
it
most
is-
likely
we're
just get you'll just get flu, and you'll be
Yeah.
in bed a few days. But that being said, we'll bring it home with us. So But no, I wouldn't be scared. I'd go, and I'm also hoping there's going to be some super cheap flights, and I'll go on holiday.
But we're going to Ibiza, so hopefully no one in Ibiza will get it. 'Cause that's a small island, really.
Well, a lot of people go there.
Well, all the sweaty people partying.
To be fair,
passing passing the coronavirus around.
yeah, it's the
I
AIDS.
mean,
It's
I won't be a part of that.
It's
But
the AIDS and gonorrhea they got to be worried about. I wouldn't worry about coronavirus. Anyway, in other news, this
what
week the teams issued a statement. 7 of the F1 teams want full and proper disclosure after the FIA settlement reached with Ferrari. 7 F1 teams have released a critical joint statement saying they strongly object to the FIA reaching a private settlement with Ferrari regarding their 2019 engine. The FIA announced last week that they had made... I do know about this. I'm just reading it because it sounds better the way they say it.
I vaguely don't. I don't.
The FIA announced.
Educating me.
The FIA announced last week they had a settlement with a famous Italian team after a long-running technical investigation into their power unit, which was subject to much speculation last season due to Ferrari's straight-line speed. The other teams not powered by Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren, Renault, AlphaTauri, Racing Point and Williams, have now joined forces to say they're shocked and shocked by the report and want full and proper disclosure from the FIA. They said in a statement, "We, the undersigned teams, were surprised and shocked by the FIA statement on Friday the 28th February regarding the conclusion of its investigation into the Scuderia Ferrari Formula 1 power unit," a statement read. After months of investigations that were undertaken by the FIA, only following queries raised by other teams, we strongly object to the FIA reaching a confidential statement with the... why am I saying statement? Reaching a confidential settlement agreement with Ferrari to conclude this matter. Therefore, we hereby state publicly our shared commitment to pursue full and proper disclosure into this matter, to assure our sport treats all competitors fairly and equally. We do so on behalf of the fans, the participants, and the stakeholders of Formula 1. They added that they would seek legal redress before the competent courts. Ferrari's engine was classed at the field, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, all the teams released that statement saying they weren't happy with Ferrari reaching confidential things, which, rightly so, any team doing that, they should. A lot of Ferrari fans were, "Oh, shut up, you salty." Ferrari fans are so annoying.
I don't really... Right, how do I say this? I don't really understand, but, like, you can't say... Like, if you're a fan of Ferrari and they've done something sneaky, you surely can't be like... Because if...
I've seen a lot of it, though.
Yeah, but if Mercedes did something sneaky, they'd be like...
Yeah, but a lot of people say, no evidence, so
also,
no thing.
If you're, like, supporting your team, so say, like, you like McLaren, and McLaren did something, like, shady, or like, whoever was trying to coat, like, blah, 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 I feel like you would be like, wait a minute, my teams could be cheating, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Surely you wouldn't like that.
Well, anyway, the FIA... after obviously wanting full disclosure, blah blah blah, the FIA released a statement telling us exactly what we already knew, right?
Yeah, they didn't really like...
The FIA has conducted a detailed technical analysis on the Scuderia Ferrari power unit, as it is entitled to do with any competitor at the FIA Formula 1 Championship. Fair enough, they are. That's their job. They investigate things like this. They're there to govern...
Wait, you're going to have to break this down for me, because I don't really understand what happened.
Yeah, hang on.
So, Ferrari, what? So Ferrari's power engine?
Power unit.
Power unit.
Which is
so Ferrari have a power unit.
The engine, basically the engine.
Ferrari have an engine.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
We don't know.
Okay, I was thinking something was happening.
No. So there was speculation of why are they getting such great top speeds? right?
Yeah.
And there is speculation that it might be cheated. So the FIA said, right, we want to
So
do an
they
investigation into your
investigated it.
engine. Yeah, but it says,
And then so no one knows the outcome because
Right.
they were sneaky. They were secretive about it.
in the next, it said, the extensive and thorough investigations during the 2019 season raised suspicions that Scuderia Ferrari power unit could be considered as not operating within the limits of the FIA regulations at all times. The Scuderia Ferrari family opposed to the suspicion and reiterated that the power unit was always operating within compliance with the regulations. The FIA was not fully satisfied, but decided further action was not necessary to result in a conclusive case due to the complexity of the matter and the material impossibility to provide an unequivocal evidence of a breach. To avoid negative consequences that long litigation would entail, especially especially in light of the uncertainty.
No one's taking in what you're saying.
Well, just let me read their statement. Uncertainty of the outcome, such as litigations, blah blah blah. Oh right, it's just saying in compliance they are legally okay. They're legally allowed to make.
But why did they say like, oh, we weren't really happy, but?
Yeah, but that's the thing. They said they're saying here, said in their statement, it was not fully satisfied, but decided further action would not be necessary. So basically, they're like,
weird.
we still think you're cheating, but we aren't gonna investigate
That's crazy.
right? Because it'd be hard work. But why are your rules? I thought the rules were like, they're difficult rules, right, to get around in this sport. Why are your rules so vague that it's that easy for them to? Surely there should be the rules that you could take apart the engine and decide if it's breaking.
How can you
rules.
make a statement? You're like, what's FIA?
Yeah.
They're like the watchers.
The governing body of it, yeah.
So they like invent the rules, blah blah
Well,
blah.
they make up the rules and enforce them.
They
basically.
regulate it, all that shit. How can they come out and say we're not really satisfied?
Yeah.
But what else?
Yeah.
Treps.
So.
It's your rules.
Anyway, they've come to a confidential agreement. A lot of Ferrari fans I've seen saying this week are saying, oh, well, there's no evidence of a breach, so shut up, right? But if they had no breach in the rules, they wouldn't have needed to come to an agreement.
And all the teams have now come for them and said,
not even
nah,
that, right?
Wait.
If there was no breach in the rules and they were satisfied, well, not even satisfied. If there's no evidence that they break the rules,
Surely
they can't do
that would
anything.
be the statement. Like,
There's no evidence they break the
anything.
rules. Sorry, we haven't found anything. But the fact you've come to an agreement makes me think.
But the fact that they said we're not satisfied, but we've come to an agreement.
Yeah, but it makes not just that. There shouldn't have needed to be an agreement, because if they said, "All right, that's fine, you haven't broke the rules,"
yeah,
there wouldn't have been an agreement.
That
it
would
have
be
just
the
been, "You haven't broke the rules." There you go. Bye.
Yeah.
But they've come to this confidential agreement. What was agreed, and I know there's a new rule, this double fuel sensor, but I think it's speculated that they probably used more fuel than they were allowed by some loophole in the rules. By the sounds of it, but I don't know.
But wouldn't you rather just know the truth?
Just tell us, and why are you making confidential? But the thing is, if this was Mercedes, there'd be uproar. But all these Ferrari fans are like, no breach, shut your mouth, you're being salty because they're faster than you.
Which is weird.
No, I don't have a problem with Ferrari being faster, right? But if this was McLaren making engines or something, they would investigate them. It's just because Ferrari are their golden boys and they're scared that they're going to pull out because they think Ferrari is F1.
But I hate that. They should follow the
Ferrari
rules.
need F1 as much as F1 need Ferrari.
Agreed.
I
don't know anything, but agreed.
Ferrari's identity is from their Formula 1 racing.
How long have Ferrari been in Formula 1?
Oh,
or racing,
quite
like,
long.
whatever.
I can't remember.
They ain't gonna
exactly,
pull out
like
just because
60,
of some
70 years.
random like shit.
They will not pull out.
Because surely, if they broke the rules and then pulled out, then everyone would be like, "Oh, well, why'd you break the rules?"
It's not so much that. It's like
You know what I mean?
if they say, "Oh, they were treating us unfairly," is what they'd say. But
not really.
if they didn't break the rules, there would have been no need for an agreement. That's what but that makes me think, why has there been an agreement, and why are people and the fans? I see the fans saying this, and I'm like, right. Do you not want, just because it's Ferrari and it's your team, does not mean you should... If this was my team, say it was McLaren being investigated, I'd be like, right, if you think they're cheating, investigate them fully. I don't
That's
want...
what I said.
I don't want to win by cheating.
But, like, say, like, Taylor Swift's... Like, the Taylor Swift song came out, and then she lied and said she wrote it by herself, and really she didn't. It was, like, Greg down the road, but she was taking credit for it, and then it came out. Like, I would be like, no, Greg deserves the credit.
That is not... That was not in any way Since someone taking credit for their engine design. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same thing.
All I'm saying is,
because I would be like, no, justice for Greg.
Even though they say they're well within their right to come to this confidential agreement, doesn't mean they should.
But I think it's correct. All the other teams like came together and were like, nah, we ain't having that.
Just because it's legal does not mean it's ethical.
I just think it's secretive. It's shady. It looks shady,
and it makes the FIA look like a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, it does. Because
Like
it's like, hang on a minute, have you been paid off? Like,
why are they taking their side?
Because if there was no rule break, they would just come out and be like, no, there's no rule break.
If Ferrari are your team, you should still want them to be investigated.
Yeah.
You do not want to win by cheating. It's almost like they're like, Ferrari are doing well, we don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But it's like, as far as you shouldn't be able to come to confidential agreements when it's you gaining advantage of other competitors.
And also,
wait. Other competitors that haven't been kept in the light, because Red Bull potentially lost their second place, and that's a 25 million difference to where they are now. That's a huge budget.
A lot.
That's a huge, even to a team as big as Red Bull, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, it is.
It annoys me that they shouldn't be able to come to confidential agreements.
No, they shouldn't at all.
So FIA, get on your shit and investigate it. It's your fucking job.
They wouldn't do it with any other team.
But the fact they're like, the litigation, blah blah blah, it'd take too long. It's impossible. Well, why are your rules so vague that you can't investigate a fucking engine?
Yeah.
Hire some people, investigate the engine. That's literally what you're there for.
Don't it sound really lazy when they're like, we're not satisfied, but we don't want to investigate
it just seems like we don't. It just seems like, oh yeah, but it's long, innit?
But that's your job.
Yeah, you are there to enforce the rules of this sport.
And if your rule, like, why could you not come to a thing that wasn't either a rule break or not? Like, where it's your rules.
If the rules are that vague that you can't decide,
that's what I mean. Of shit, then you need to relook at your rules.
Relook at the rules, and you also need to crack down a bit more on these rules. And if it's that difficult, hire some fucking people that can make a direct decision. Did they break the rules or not? Because
didn't you tell me that one of the people on it, or the main whoever's on it, was a driver for Ferrari?
No, not driver. He was just a
part of it.
Yeah. But
so do you think that makes someone?
Yeah, it would make you
favoritize.
Yeah, it would make you biased.
It would make you be more like, oh no, we love Ferrari.
But it really annoys me because I'm like, I don't care that it's Ferrari. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the rules are enforced equally for everyone.
Take the name out of the
They should completely make that not
even allowed. If it was Racing Point.
Yeah.
Say they did
I want everyone to be running within the law. But FIA saying they don't want to investigate this.
Wait,
it's their fucking
But also,
job.
don't you think if it was any other team that happened to, I feel like it would be more of a thing.
Yeah, it would. If it was Mercedes,
it would have been more of news.
And everyone keeps comparing it to this DAS system. They kept everyone in the know with that, and they spoke to the FIA to ensure they thought it was, and the FIA were 100% happy that was
that's
legal.
Just more like creative. And then
they're saying, was it within the rules of the suspension not being allowed to be adjusted?
I don't know the rules.
But the FIA were satisfied that was within the laws, and it didn't come to some secret arrangement that nobody knows about. Whereas with Ferrari, FIA, it's your job to fucking enforce the rules of this fucking sport, and you're not doing it. You can't come to an agreement when someone breaks the rules. They either break the rules or they don't. And you either fine them, you take constructors' points off of them, you do whatever, but you can't just come to agreements.
Yeah.
Let us know what the agreement is, and they might say fair enough, but you can't come to confidential agreements without the other teams that have lost out being in the know. This is a lot of money them teams have potentially lost, all of them. And Ferrari don't need the fucking money anyway.
No.
Ferrari get paid regardless. They
That's
get by
insane.
just because of their age. Anyway, enough of that.
Rant of the day.
Yeah. Looking forward to the Australian GP next week.
Sam's birthday. Who's going to win on your birthday, Sam? Who's going to do it? Who's going to take one for the team?
I'm going to make a bold one and say I reckon Max Verstappen.
I was going to say that.
I think Max Verstappen or Albon.
Oh, I'd like him. I'd like him to win. I think he's going to do really well this season.
I think he's going to have a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe Max Verstappen might.
I was going to say
I hope Ferrari don't
or
fucking
Hamilton.
win. Yeah. Ferrari, you can fuck off now.
We haven't done a prediction of who we think's going to win.
What?
Like the thing.
The whole championship?
Yeah.
We have?
No, we haven't.
We done the cars.
No,
I reckon
we did that.
Sam did anyway. I didn't ask him, but I think Hamilton.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it'd be the same. Until
Or
next
I
year,
would
we
like
can't really
to see
tell.
someone else do it. Verstappen.
I would, but I don't
I'd
think
love
it
to
will.
see Red Bull win. I don't fucking know anything.
I just
but
want a few different names winning. That
Yeah,
would be nice.
same.
A few different names on the podium as different
'cause
teams.
this will be
Maybe a few McLarens
my
up there.
first
Proper year of watching
Formula
it.
One. I literally have watched like 2 races, maybe one.
Yeah. You're not
I actually
qualified
have to
be-
watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, I restored a gnome this week.
Yeah.
Before the camera dies.
Nigel, who do you think's gonna win the Australian Grand Prix? Tell us. Are you going to Bahrain? Oh, this is Sam. This is Sam standing.
Shit.
Technical difficulties. Oh. To be fair, I'd rather Nigel than
There is a
Sam.
garden gnome now.
But wouldn't you rather have that than Sam?
No, he's gonna watch this. Oh yeah, that's the new Sam. This
What?
Sam's weekly replacement.
It's Nigel.
Sam, Nigel's now taking your place.
No. So yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna put her down. Put him down. Sorry.
It's not him.
Oh, I'm gonna drop it right now.
Yeah, don't, because I spent a long time restoring that gnome. It got knocked over in the storm. Bloody
Dennis.
Bloody.
Fiona.
Yeah, it was Dennis, the bastard.
What was
knocked
the
her
one
over.
before that?
It's like Sierra, Celia, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So she got damaged. Dennis fucking attacked her.
Yeah.
Assaulted by Dennis.
No.
Yeah. Anyway,
So yeah, next week.
we'll see you next week after the Australian Grand Prix.
So yeah,
I love it.
Verstappen or Hamilton? This Australian Grand Prix.
Verstappen.
Because we're going to be talking after the Grand Prix.
Verstappen.
Okay. Next week, we'll see you
See you later.
after Australian Grand Prix.
Don't forget, Apple Podcasts, rate us 5-star. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Go buy that
Please.
toilet roll. And
Buy the
hand
toilet roll,
sanitizer.
wipe your bum with it, put them back in the packet, and then put it in the shop in the supermarket.
Mhm.
Okay,
And
see
then
you
go
later.
visit your nan.
And go visit Nan and cough in her mouth. See you later. Bye.
Bye.